Hi friends, Shana Yurko here. I am going to show you how to set up this teleprompter if you are recording with a camera. So the first thing that you need a sturdy tripod. You don't want to use something that's flimsy. You don't necessarily need something that's this high end, but I have the Manfrotto, I don't know what the name is, I'll try to put it here in a graphic. But basically what you're looking for is like a video tripod. Because otherwise, what can happen is you put the tripod on top and then it tips over and then you break your prompter glass, you break your camera, and you're sad. So what I do is I set my tripod up first and get it all level, or like as level as I can. And you want it to be set up around eye level for you. Sometimes I like mine like just above eye level and looking down at me a little bit. So tripod set up. With all tripods, there's some sort of plate that gets connected up here. There's actually another tripod right over here if you want to look. This is a smaller version. I don't know if I would put my prompter on this, but like you can see there's a place for a plate to go here. So we now need to put this bad boy on here. And what we're going to do, I have put the plate on the bottom here. You can see this little square, not square, what shape is that? Rectangle. It just gets tightened in with a screw on the bottom of this. So mount your tripod plate to the bottom of the prompter, and you want to do it on this section of the prompter because you want it to get mounted back here because that's where your camera is going to go. You don't want everything to be all in the front. Make sense? So it's going to like sit here and it's going to all balance out and it's not going to fall over and make you sad. We're going to go ahead and slide this in. It might take you a couple of tries to figure out exactly where to put your plate. Don't get discouraged if it does. Took me a couple times. But what you need to do is just slide it in and get it secured on top of your tripod. For me, that's gonna be over here on this side. And I'm just going to secure it here and then make sure that everything is nice and secure. It's not gonna fall forward or back because from here, we're going to put the camera up there. You really, really, really don't want to drop your camera. That's usually like thousands of dollars of investment. This is like maybe 250. I'll link it in the description below to make sure that that's correct. Once this is all set up, I do like to make sure that everything's level, mostly to make sure it doesn't fall, take care of your gear, but also to make sure the picture doesn't look wonky. It's pretty level here, but then I do end up tilting it down slightly, but I'm gonna wait until the camera is on here to do that. We have our camera here. I'm shooting with a Sony a7 III and a 24-70 lens. This is what I used when I shoot with my video production clients, with my photography clients, all the things. If your camera is not like this high end, you can still use this. You can use like a little vlogging camera if you want. I'm sure some people have used like phones with this, but I'm showing you how to use it with a camera. And you can see there's a little like, I hate this word right now, like a little dangle screw.
A knob.
A knob. So that is going to get screwed into the bottom of the camera. I've put a little plate on the bottom of my camera to raise it up a little bit. You won't necessarily need to do that, okay? Find where it screws in on the bottom of your camera, and then you are going to screw that in. This is what's going to stabilize and mount your camera. There we go. Okay, so now it is secure. You can see that there's this black thing. We're gonna actually pull the black thing underneath this lens and over the top of it so it like goes over the camera like a bag, okay? And then come on over here and look at the back of the screen so you can see what the camera sees here. Right now it's picking up a little bit of the box. So what I'm gonna do is you can either move the camera forward by loosening this a little bit. Let me pop that out so it doesn't keep disappearing. So you can loosen it and like move it forward. But for me, I really like to zoom my lens in a little bit. So play around with that and get the picture that you want without black on the outsides. So now this is what our camera sees. Looks great, right? Right now we have set things up. Now you need to hook up your audio for your camera. If your camera is like mine, you'll want to manually white balance it because sometimes the glass can make it look a little strange color-wise, but this is how we do with the teleprompter. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Let me know if you like tutorials like this. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I've got lots more content like this coming out this year. I'll catch you in the next video.